Hi, ladies. I'm Kendra Andrews, ESPN. This question can be for both of you. I mean, just what was it like finally getting out in front of the Chase Center crowd, the Valkyries fans? And I guess walking in here for shoot around this morning, all the way up until tip off tonight, just the emotions of today.
Yeah, nah, it was a blessing to finally see this all come to pass. You know, they've been working on this since 2016, and to see it to finally this day to see it come, it was great. You know, walking there this morning, I took a lap around. The court and just thank God that for us to even be here to be the first ones to wear this jersey and to play, and then to go out there today and to see that incredible crowd was just amazing. And then even though we didn't get the outcome we wanted, the cheers and stuff like that, that's just great. And look, this is our first game, and I think we did a tremendous job. And yeah.
Laeticia, what was working for you when you came onto the court? It seemed like you just brought a lot of energy and were kind of doing everything on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, keeping it simple. Honestly, I think this offense or how we move as a team is very conducive to how I like to play and how many of us like to play. That's why Coach brought us together. So just keeping it simple and then moving with the ball and seeing what my teammates have and capitalizing off that.
Kayla, it felt like to start the third quarter, that starting lineup with you, Tiff, Monique, it felt like that trio was really working. What kind of works with the chemistry between you three in that starting lineup?
Yeah, I mean, we're still all learning each other. But I think, we all did a great job coming out that first half. That second half, sorry. And just staying to what we do. Our shots wasn't falling, but Coach Knight just tells us to keep letting it fly. She don't care how many it take, just keep letting it fly. Don't lose the confidence. Don't go away from what we're doing. And, we kept with it, and you see it went good for us. So, yeah.
I have two, one for both. I'll ask you first, and I'll follow up with Laeticia. Obviously, Aaron Wilson with Cron for San Francisco. But, Kayla, when I spoke to you during All-Star, you said that you wanted to bring, of course, your experience coming from your other teams here. To see this team fight back into the game like you guys did today, do you see that kind of coming into fruition, what we talked about during All-Star?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I applaud, our second group coming in. We picked it up and I told some of them, like, keep the momentum going, and they did an excellent job with that. They kept it going. So, like I said, I'm really proud of our team and how we played today. We kind of started off a little rough, but that's okay. Again, I told them, like, when we went to locker room, please don't be discouraged because this is our first time of all of us playing together and learning a new system. But I think we succeeded our expectations of how this first game was going to be today.
Okay. And Laeticia, obviously you created and contributed a big spark to the team today. Coming into today, did you know that, or did you feel like this was going to be a game that you could really solidify yourself or shine through? And if not, or if so, what was it that created that momentum for you once you got going?
Yeah, coming in, I had no idea what to expect, honestly. Like she said, one of the first times that we all get to play together, and obviously the first time we get to play against another team. So I was just going to trust the work that I put in and then kind of move off the ball, let the ball come to me. I think that's what helped me a lot, just staying, keeping things simple. I think that's the biggest thing that worked for me, keeping things simple. When I had the cut, I took the cut, and when I had the shot, I took the shot.
For both of you, can you talk about how the fans reacted? Again, first time ever, and they were already cheering for you guys like it was a Warriors game. The game comes down to the wire, you only lose by a point. How big was that, the fact that you were able to come back, tie the game twice, and just make it as close as it was?
Yeah, it was huge. Very needed. Honestly, it's hard to kind of think about next play, especially when, the team goes on a run. So being able to have our fans, give us that energy, be the sixth man out there, it's amazing, especially for the first game, especially the highs and lows of how the game went, and they never wavered. So that's huge.
Matthew Walter with the next. Laeticia, your footwork tonight was so just impressive. You had the and one spin move to start. You had a nice couple of step-through moves. Just what kind of things did you work on this year to get that footwork to be so well, and how do you think that's going to help you going the rest of training camp and into the season, just the ability to score at different levels and do different things?
Yeah, a lot of hours in the gym. I think having an off season where I got to play a lot helped me as well. But like I said, just a lot of hours in the gym, just fine tuning on some things that I didn't do the past years. And every year you want to get better.
Speaking of getting better, moving forward, where do you guys sort of want to improve on this really momentous night?
Building. I mean, this is kind of the baseline of things, in terms of our team. So, obviously there's a lot of things to work on and a lot of positives to take from this game. But, yeah, honestly, we're working on everything because, we're coming in together as a fresh new team and trying to figure out our identity.